Boise, Idaho. It's the Kodiaks and the Boise State Broncos. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Broncos head coach before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Broncos will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. It'll be the Kodiaks offense will have first crack at this one. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to up position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Here's a give to Frazier. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Working that left side now. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Back to pass, it's Powers. He's got the tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Kodiaks are marching down the field. Running inside, it's Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They'll go right back to him. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. Now facing a third and long. Motion from the wideout. Pulls and fired complete. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Good, right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
He'll start the return inside the spot. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Broncos offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we get a look at Maddox Metz. You have to wonder about his confidence after a 5-interception day in that loss. The run inside. It's Riley. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. The give to the back. Maybe some room here. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Boise State.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, he races some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Kodiak's offense heads out to open this possession. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Turning it on. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
To the air, it's Powers. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Though there are some notable exceptions, typically great pass rushers aren't nose tackles, but that was a great pass rush.
They're not nose tackles usually, those great pass rushers, but they are grown men. I mean, those are some adults in there. Those are the 300-plus pounders that will just destroy you in the run game. But nice job using his hands, using some power to shrink that pocket and get the sack.
That incompletion leaves him staring at a third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Turns it loose deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And it's the Kodiaks will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Makes it past the marker. At the 45 on his way. Turning on the Jets. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Hold it, finds his man on the left. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Kodiaks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Powers. Steps away to find some room. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And it's the Kodiaks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Talking to coaches coming into this football game, he said he's got to keep his quarterback upright, got to protect him. If they give him time, he can do some damage. But so far, man, he's been hit early. He's been hit often. They've got to do a better job of protection up front.
The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Handoff for Frazier. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Firing to the right, complete. There he goes. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. And the Kodiaks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Handoff, Frazier running left. The discard, and he's running free. Might have a chance. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB-designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Might be looking to run. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Let's check in with Holly Rose.
Here on the Broncos sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Broncos will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Off the play fake. Looking down the middle. He's got it. Tackled there by the defense.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And it's the Kodiaks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's a give to Frazier. And they're able to get him on the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
The ball is out behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Broncos. And they turn it into a defensive score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Kodiak's offense heads out to open this possession. Boy, they've been jumped all over, and they really need to put together a scoring drive here, down 21-6. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To the air. It's Powers. Here's a hit. And down he goes.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And the Kodiaks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for room, it's Riley. Got a little grass. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So first down here as they go back to work.
Here we go, ready. Black 14, go.
Going with the counter play here. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And Boise State, man, it seems like they always find their guy. And Dylan Riley replaces Ashton Genty, and they're going to run the football. Palmer, they make no bones about it. They're a physical run team. They play action off of that, but whoever's at the running back spot is going to get fed.
Yeah, Riley had his big...
Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos! That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
And what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. Fielded in the end zone. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense? Getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either
maybe a crease. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Got a man. It's Norton. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. And it's the Kodiaks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give to Frazier. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
He's got his man. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw again. Pressure coming. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Number 99, set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Takes a handoff. It's Riley. Shakes off the defender. Breaks into the open. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Wide open downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
I I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Madsen. Looking to scramble. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. On target. Touchdown, Boise State! And they take it in for 6 more points. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kodiak's offense heads out to open this possession. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. They'll give to Frazier. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Kodiaks will snap it on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Frazier. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Ooh, and I love the running back here running into the blitz. He saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime.
Let it go!
Off the boot, looking for his man. Trying to barrel in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. So they're on the 1-yard line. The incomplete pass on second down. Maybe you just try to drive it in on the ground this time. He'll try to get to the marker himself. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. And now the Broncos called their first of 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking downfield, it's Powers. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Kodiaks! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the middle. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Under fire. Got his man to the left. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Timeout taken by Boise State. Second time they've stopped the clock here in the half. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback gets past the marker. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Broncos want to pick up the tempo. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room.
Go, go!
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the number 16 team, the Houston Cougars. And it's the Red Raiders who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the ACC. And now back to your game in Boise. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above the Smurf turf.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And it's the Kodiaks will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's the play the defense absolutely had to have. You know, going into halftime, you were down on the scoreboard. You just needed something really good to happen. And so right away, you get the interception, you create a turnover. That is huge. And it's critical now this offense is able to come on the field, take this thing down the field, score a touchdown, shorten this lead. You need complimentary football right now.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Frazier again. Spins away from the defense. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Hands it off on the counter. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Could be an alley. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Madsen. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Escapes the pressure going right. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Broncos! And the route is on. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Kodiak's offense heads out to open this possession. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David. There he goes. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Haynes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. First down here for the offense. It's complete to the right. At the 35, he's open. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Kodiaks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Powers. Got his man. Touchdown, Kodiaks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle.
Offside. Defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They send the tight end in motion. They'll run it on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
He's past the 30. Finding some room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Broncos headed quickly to the line. Looks as if he's going to run it. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Madsen. The screen, and watch out. Knocked off his feet.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Here's the pressure. Got it set up on the outside. They stop him right at the 25-yard line. That's well short of the 1st down. Certainly in field goal range, but let's see what they do here. And the Broncos will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Broncos! And the stomping has commenced.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together an 81-yard drive. just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kodiak's offense heads out to open this possession. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. The give on the option. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. On the ground, it's Riley. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to pass, it's Madsen. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, go!
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Quick handoff. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. And the Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Broncos! And they take it in for 6 more points. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Holloway. Finds his tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a push on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just feeds the running back. Picked up 8 yards there, 3rd down and 2.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And he made that look easy, but it's not. I think one of the hardest things to do is tackle these quick, shifty wide receivers in the open field. Nice job getting that sucker on the ground.
Tries to get it on the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds a man on the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yards, and now really set up in a position to do well. 1st and goal, and the defense kind of their heads spinning a little bit because mixing the run and pass really well on this drive.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Boise State! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting a drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kodiak's offense heads out to open this possession. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. That's caught. It's Banks. Running through contact. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
On the run, it's Willis. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And it's the Kodiaks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Holloway. Bringing the heat. He gets away. And down he goes. The protection good for a while. It broke down and he could not get away.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him again.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack.
Let it go.
This quarterback part of their running game. There's a crease. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my clipboard. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop him.
Lining up for the PAT. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough for the first. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And he punches it in the end zone. And man, oh man, has this running back been impressive. Just the amounts of licks he's taken and just kept moving forward. Like, they made no bones about it, Palmer. They were going to run the football, and they did. They gave it to him over and over again. The defense knew it was coming, and he still performed.
It's incredible. The head coach called him into his office earlier in the week, and he said, look, we are going to force feed you the football. You have to carry this for us on our way to victory. And he was glad to accept that challenge. He did it today, David. He took a beating. He is going to need the ice tub. He's going to need cryotherapy. He's going to need a good stretch, and he needs some sleep. But, man, did he ever deliver for his offense and his team.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the away team sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Right back to him on the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking for space. It's Willis. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're